So André Maat, my name. I work at Uniper, and together with three very enthusiastic colleagues, I'm leading a team of 24 even more enthusiastic operational excellence professional. In Uniper, we have a vision and ambition that everyone in Uniper will work with a continuous improvement mindset, and we hope that over time that will be embedded very solid in our culture. Um, what is great about this is that this vision is actively supported and driven forward by the board of management. We don't need to sell ourselves internally. Yeah? We have way more requests for come and help and come and teach us how than we have people. I have a partner, a farmer's daughter, a traditional one. So as a what get a bit out of hand hobby, we are breeding dressage horses, and it's a very nice hobby, but it also includes a lot of manure shoveling every weekend for me personally. For you to know, I have a finance background, so I studied economics and finance, and I found myself in typical finance organizations, and so I did some business controlling work, some accounts receivables work as a manager, but I worked for a General Electric GE owned company in the past, and around 1998 I was introduced to their operational excellence program, and that was really an eye opener for me. So I really liked the structured and data driven approach of it, and I went through the trainings of green belt and black belt and master black belt and all that stuff. So my first experiences and expressions were, there is only one correct way to do this properly, and this is the way. So in the beginning, I tried to model every problem or project I worked on into the given structure, and I found out the hard way that that does not work. Sometimes it does, but most of the time it doesn't. So I found out that it's a good structure, good tools, but operational excellence, continuous improvement is not about using tools. Of course, there is always a tool to find that is better than just looking at each other and asking, hey, who has a great idea? But it's about doing the right things first and then doing things right. And sometimes we forget that. So the approach should support the objective and is not superior to it. Yeah, so really listen to your customers, understand the voice of the process first, and then when you think you got it, do it again, and you understand more and better, and then define your approach and whatever operational excellence structure and tools you can use, do it. Yeah, again, it's better than looking at each other and say, hey, who has a great idea? And then you are much more productive, and you have greater results with your team. Well, a couple of things stand out here. So, first of all, in the GE company I worked for, um, I started my training there, and there was the head of operational excellence. And this guy really had a passion for a data driven mindset that really appealed to me. Yeah, so let the numbers do the talking. Yeah, so one mantra he used all the time, and that stuck to me, was, in God we trust, but all others must provide data. Often we're dealing with opinions, or the one that shouts loudest, oh, he might be right because he's so passionate and loud about it, or Hierarchy. If the boss says it, that should be then it should be right. I always say when people come to and review project charters, show me the data. I don't care if it's quick and dirty. Don't show me opinions. Show me some data, and we go from there. So that's the first thing that this guy really printed into my mind. Um, uh, Another change or jump in my maturity I made was when I worked in a prior company um, for a director, and that helped me to focus on put the customer first all the time. Yeah, don't fall in love with your own ideas, how great you think they may are, but listen, 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 listen. Yeah, so whatever they need, try everything to help them to achieve it. Yeah, if you talk a lot, you don't listen very good. Yeah, so listen and and try to understand really what they want, what they need, and how you do that, how you might achieve that with all your continuous improvement tools and structures. And the third, and that is my current working environment. It is really the team that I work with is trustful, is driven, is challenging, but helping, supporting each other no matter what. And there's no request for help is unanswered. It's challenging. We challenge each other, but there's always people there to back you up and support it. It's a team effort, and we stand side by side, shoulder by shoulder here. So, first of all, do not accept the status quo. When customers are complaining, when your performance indicators are off target, or when you have other signals, yeah, don't say, oh, it is what it is. Try, what can I do today to make tomorrow better? Um, Also, everyone can do it. It's not up to a manager giving an order or kick off a project, but everybody in his own environment can do smaller things, bring things to attention, and start the avalanche, so to say. Um, Also, it's hard work, and you will fail regularly. Yeah. So, and we all know that we learn more from failures than from successes, but it's both. But I don't care if you fail, as long as you learn from it, and the building doesn't burn down. Yeah, there's also a thing. Yeah, so feel safe is what people often use as a mantra, but do that and experiment. Yeah, so much time is often wasted on thinking and designing a perfect solution, and then it doesn't work out as intended, but then the time is run out, the budget is run out, the energy is gone. So do smaller steps, try and see what works and build on that. Yeah, so but remember, you will fail. Yeah, and failure is okay, but never give up. It's people work. And if you come in a company where everybody is quiet, sitting in their office or in their big office space, and they're not interacting with each other, that usually is a sign for me, okay, how do people here work together? And if you don't see them interact, often they are not really interacting. So everybody is focused on his part of a process or on his own work and really doesn't care what is going on outside. So that's one of the things I'm looking for. Also, when talk to leaders, to managers, try to figure out, do they really have this gamba? Yeah, do they really go and see and try to understand and interact with their people, and what are the three things that keep you awake at night? Yeah, and if you ask that to one of the leaders or a manager, and then you ask the same question to the people on the work floor, on the shop floor, that might be completely different answers, and then there might be a mismatch. Yeah, so where's the focus? Yeah, and is the leadership, is that also focused on what is going on in their processes, and how are their people doing? Yeah, so not often they live in a different worlds mentally. Yeah, although they're in the same building. So for me, that's key. How well are managers there involved and actually know what is going on in their teams? Well, operational excellence often is a in-between step in a lot of careers. I'm one of the persons that made a career out of it, but for most of the people, it's a phase they go through, and I hope when they rotate out of this, that they don't forget what they've learned and they keep on practicing it. But for me, is a continuous improvement professional is somebody that is curious, and if you, let's say, if you want to have an interesting day job where not 2 days are the same, that is challenging, is inspiring, is working with people all the time, and if you like structured thinking and can do some ground school calculations for starters, then you're in the right place. And what you see is in operational excellence, and I see that in our team here also, it is you get in touch with so much areas of the company you work in, with so many different colleagues and teams with processes, that it is an excellent place to be, to broaden your horizon and see, hey, for my further career, what is appealing to me, what do I fancy, what would be interesting. So it gives you a very wide view of what's going on in the company. Also, it gives you an excellent opportunity to show yourself throughout the company. Yeah, so not often people are targeted in our team because of the good project work they did with our business areas when there are open positions. So there is in a good operational excellence team, there's a healthy turn. Yeah. So and I say it's an intermediate step for most of the people. A few mad ones stay and make a lifetime career out of it. So that's my advice. If you want to know what's going on in a company, don't have a dull moment, don't have a dull day, and get visible to the rest of the organization and demonstrate your skills and experience, then you are in the right spot. So I can't think why anybody would not be part of this team for a couple of years.